Yo guys, this is Blue here, and as you can see by the title, I've started a new series in collaboration with a guy called Matt, also known as ToastyBros. He has a channel that he makes videos with a guy called Jackson, and they make PC builds, lots of awesome videos, PC builds, different types of PC builds, like not ordinary PC builds. They make a fish tank. They made They made two mineral oil PCs. They made Xbox mineral oil. They put it in mineral oil. They've done so many cool videos. They do reviews on products and everything like that. But as you can see by the title, it says AMD vs Intel, and what this is, we're just sort of reviving an old series that they did together, and I thought it'd be a cool video to do in collaboration. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be doing AMD and Matt is going to be doing Intel, and we choose a price point every video, and really if you want to see the Intel version, you just go click the link in the description below and check which one you think you can get better, more bang for your buck. Anyway, it's really just you guys decide, and then maybe it can help you if you think Intel is better for you or AMD is better for you. So for this video, we've started with a $700 price point, and as I said, I'm doing AMD. So let's get straight into the build. And for the first thing I chose was an AMD FX-8350. It's an 8-core processor. It's clocked at 4 gigahertz. It's a really awesome processor for its price. It does everything you need in gaming terms, and editing as well, definitely editing. Now for the CPU cooler, I went with the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo. It's pretty much one of the most recommended CPU coolers you could ever have. So many people recommend it, and it's an awesome CPU cooler. It does a lot it would definitely cool down this CPU, as AMD's usually known for having hotter CPUs. Now for the motherboard, I chose a really nice looking motherboard. It's a red and black MSI 970 gaming ATX motherboard. It's a really good motherboard for overclocking, so you will definitely probably be able to overclock the CPU. It's a gaming motherboard, so it's made for, I don't know what necessarily it means, but it's a gaming motherboard, and it's a really good motherboard for its price. Now for the RAM, I went with two 4 gig sticks of Crucial Ballistic Sports, 8 gigs altogether at 1600 megahertz. Really good. You don't need more than 8 gigs for gaming, and you can still do editing and rendering on this PC even with 8 gigs. But if you want to get into make it quicker, you would probably upgrade it, but for now I think 8 gigs is more than enough. Now for the storage, I chose a 120 gig SSD, a Kingston V300 series. It's a really good SSD for the price. It'll do any, like, I don't think if you want a faster SSD you would have to spend quite a lot more, but it's definitely faster than a hard drive, so you can't really complain about it. And then I added an additional 1TB Seagate Barracuda hard drive. As you know, I love the Seagate Barracuda hard drives. Some people say they're not very good, but I've had mine for 2 years now, and it's never failed on me, and it hasn't like slowed down in speed or anything. Maybe I'm just lucky, but some people say they do crash, they do fail after a year and stuff like that. But from what I've seen, from my experiences, nothing like that has happened to me. And now for the main part of the video, I chose the MSI GeForce 960 4 gig card. This is what I have. I don't have the MSI one. I have the EVGA version. They are both pre-overclocked from the stock, and very good graphics cards. You can play, from my experiences, you can play GTA at 1080p, full settings, everything high, at a reasonable 50 to 60 FPS. And this PC is definitely better than mine, so in different ways. This PC is better in some ways, and some ways it isn't. It's got a better CPU and stuff like that, so I can't exactly tell you how much FPS it will have, but I can tell you it'll be pretty good. Now for the case, I chose the Cooler Master Elite black case. looks nice, it does the job, it's a case, it doesn't look too ugly, it's everything you need. It's not amazing beautiful case, but unless you want to spend more money, you know, those are the things I don't spend much. The things I don't spend the most on is probably the RAM and the case. Those are the two least, and the CPU cooler. But you do want to spend a good amount of money on power supplies, but you don't spend a huge amount, as you only need, you don't need much wattage and, you know. So this is what I chose for the power supply. I chose the 500 watt 80 plus bronze EVGA power supply. It does the job. It's not expensive, it's not super cheap, but it's 80 plus bronze. It's made by EVGA, and they're pretty trustworthy. Most people say they're pretty good power supplies. They don't fail a lot. They do the job. 500 watts is more than enough. A lot of people say, as I've said in multiple videos, you do not need a huge amount of watts unless you're getting multiple graphics cards, or a really high-end graphics card, or a very high-end CPU. You don't need a lot of power. But that is the whole video. This is the whole PC altogether, and it actually cost a bit more than $700. It cost $713. Actually, it says $705, including shipping, which is another $7. So I would say it's sort of $705, $713. Obviously, it's $700, but $13 is such a not a huge difference, unless you can't save up an extra $13. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's an extra $13. You probably could take something very small off, but $13 isn't a huge amount, so that's why I kept it. You know, it's close enough anyway. If you want to see the other side, the Intel version, go check out Matt, ToastyBros. The link will be in the description to the video. Make sure to see and check him out and see which one you think is better for the price range. And yeah, I'm thinking we might make a I can't remember the name, like one of those voting pages. We'll probably make and then see which one you guys think is better, and then we'll decide, you know, then we'll just tell you guys who thought, how many people thought Intel was better, or how many people thought AMD was better. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out guys.